If you want to learn how to trade just like me, join the community, click the private Discord link, sign up through this membership level, and you will gain access to weekly group mentorship calls for free. Welcome everyone to another VeChain update. Thank you for tuning in and supporting the channel constantly. Make sure you don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share. We're trying to hit 8K as quick as possible. Let's see if we can do so before the end of this month. Now yesterday or the past 2-3 days have been quite nice since we reversed from this point of support that we were talking about in the last few videos. Even though we lost this yellow line, I was explaining back then you need to lose this wick as well. That was not lost, so that's why it's given us an opportunity to at least reclaim it, which we did. And then as we don't have a bearish cross here to confirm a dump to the 200 EMA, there's chances of reclaiming the moving averages. This is called an EMA repel, and then we get a slingshot motion back above the 20, which we're seeing right now. But please do understand that we're actually at a key level of resistance. Previously it was a support. You can see some sort of head and shoulders pattern, shoulder, head, shoulder, this being your neckline, and we're just retesting that neckline as resistance at the moment. So in today's update, we're going to run through the bullish case but also the bearish case. Why? Because if you've been following along with all my updates from earlier today, many of them came out before the ETF not approval. The ETF is live now, guys. So just before it went live, I made some videos, and essentially what I was saying is everyone's so bullish right now. The chart itself looked bullish. A lot of things were setting up nicely over the past few days, and even today a lot of cryptos were up. But as I was mentioning in the Bitcoin update and all those other updates prior to this one, we mentioned that because it's such a bullish event, it's more likely than not going to at least see some shorter term downside. Reason being is because everyone's just anticipating a huge pump. And so of course, as we know, most of the time when there's an upgrade on a certain crypto or whatnot, everyone's waiting for it to hit. As soon as it hits, we actually start going the opposite direction, not the way that everyone's first anticipating. So that's why in those other videos I was essentially preparing for levels of support just in case we start dipping, and of course the levels of resistance that need to break for the continuation higher. Because again, before this was all set to be live, everything was setting up for moves to the upside. Now, the move to the upside on VeChain took price into a key level of resistance, a previous head and shoulders neckline. It is also the golden pocket, and that's why it's so important to reclaim this level, because while we are underneath, it's quite funny how we were just hovering around the golden pocket, an area of rejection just before the ETF goes live. It's interesting because it's like in the perfect location for a fundamental news event to act as a catalyst, whether it's for upward continuation to create the reversal wave by pushing through this area, or for huge rejection. It's just going to act as a catalyst. Now, we haven't seen much movement at the moment, so I'm just going to prepare you for the supports and the resistances that need to be broken. So we already know that it's the golden pocket, which is pretty much 3.5 cent. Let's just call it 3.5 cent. If we see VeChain daily candle closing above 3.5 cent, then we have created the reversal wave. We're onwards and upwards to our eventual 9 cent technical target that we've been talking about for some months now. Equally, we are currently underneath this level of resistance. We're not yet on the journey. We're not yet going up to 9 cent. We need to break that 3.5 cent location to start that move up. However, while we're underneath this, we're just trapped between the golden pocket as resistance and then this lower end here as support. So I'm going to mark this out for you guys. I'm just going to draw a level of a box of support over here, and while we are above 2.5 to 2.9 cents and below 3.5 cent, we're just trapped between those two price points, and we're just expecting a range bound market until we actually get a break of the resistance or the support. Now, as we've pumped into the golden pocket, you then assume now we're continuing lower, but there's chances of putting in that higher low somewhere over here. You might not even need to dip down below the 20. Let's see if the daily candle can close above the 20, which then means we're trapped between these 2 points, and if the direct next day we can pump above that 3.5 cent area, wow, that'd be incredible. We'd really start that move to the upside. But for now, we need to wait for today's daily candle close. Will it be above the 20 or below? If it is below, then the next level of support is right here. And then we're looking for a reversal from here. You can see that this would be a potential double bottom. So exciting times ahead. Could be a bit choppy over the next week. In fact, if you've been following me on Twitter, I said it's a crazy week ahead, and pretty much it's starting to look like that is what it will be. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you're aware of the levels of resistance that we need to break in order to head to 9 cent, but equally the level of support that we must hold if you eventually want to go to 9 cent. Cheers everyone. Like, subscribe, comment and share. And if you want to get educated, use the links down below to take action on the ebook, course, Discord community, or one-to-one mentorship plan. Cheers. I've got a whole bunch of educational content, and over here on the website you can see loads of other people taking action recently. If you want to get educated, simply scroll underneath the video, click take action or Linktree, and click the option that you want to read more about, or private message me on Twitter. Let's start off with the ebook. This is where you can take action on my ebook, teaches the exact strategy. Head over to the membership level if you want to become a Discord channel member, where you have access to 2 weekly group mentorship calls, or if you want to take action on my 6-hour long pre-recorded course, there's an offer here, and you do get Discord chat for 2 months totally free. Here is my beginner one-to-one mentorship plan, which includes 3 hours of my one-to-one help, the course, and 2 months free in the chat. And there are some other plans here for 5 or 10 hours of my one-to-one help. Use the links down below to private message me on Twitter, or head straight to the website using one of these links to take action. Cheers.